Hey, this is Dr. Dane. Today we're here with DJ, and DJ came into the office because he was suffering with chronic pain that was related to an 18-year history of Bruxism, which is where somebody grinds their teeth and they're not aware of it. So I'm just going to turn it over to him and let him tell you about his condition and how we were able to help.
All right, well, I was lucky enough to meet Dr. Dane, a couple months ago, I guess, through a conglomerate group here in Raleigh that got together. And as normal, I was going through a lot of pain. And we got discussing what she does, and she explained what she does, and said that the problems that I was having was related to the basal ganglia in the brain. And this was just really off the cuff at the time. And it really intrigued me neurologically that what my problems may have been were dealing with the brain. And a lot of people aren't aware of that. And so I feel very fortunate to have met Dr. Dane because I've been in pain for probably 10 plus years, chronic pain, trying to get this situation resolved. Moving on, about 18 years ago, my sophomore year in college, found out that I had Bruxism and was grinding my teeth, went to the dentist, got a mouth guard so that it would protect my teeth. Really didn't experience any pain or anything like that. There's a lot of people that grind their teeth at night when they sleep. And progressively, as time went on and I got out of college and started to get into my professional life, I started to experience some chronic pain, and it progressively got worse. Day after day, month after month, year after year. A lot of that pain was in the shoulders, neck, the head, everywhere through here to here. And also it caused a lot of fogginess. I couldn't think clearly at times. I would have to actually lay down sometimes on my bed and take a towel and put it behind my neck and rest back so that I could get some relief. I always felt fatigued, which I think there's a big difference between fatigue and tired. Fatigue's much different. I would wake up in the morning and I felt like I was hit by a Mack truck every single morning. In addition to that, I wasn't sleeping. I was having really weird dreams, waking myself up, grinding really bad, and you only know that because when you wake up and you feel like you get hit by a Mack truck, you know what you've been doing all night. So moving on to what we've done to try to take care of this throughout the years was I finally went to see a dentist who specialized in TMJ disorder. We used a mouth splint, which was very expensive, and he got my alignment adjusted as far as my jaws go, which were pretty much online anyway and on point. Continued to see him, very good dentist. From there, I went to go see an oral surgeon that he recommended. I had a cone x-ray done, also got a couple cortisone shots in each jaw joint, which just relieved the symptoms for maybe a day or two. I don't even know if it worked, but it was quite pricey. A lot of these specialists that I was seeing were out of my network, so I was paying out of pocket. After that, I started seeing a massage therapist that was actually, I would go to once a week, and she would take 2 hours to work on strictly the neck, shoulders, and inside and outside of the jaw joint for mobility reasons. So then I went to see a family friend who's an oral surgeon, and we decided to get an MRI done. Well, the MRI came back negative, which is good and bad because I wanted to get to the bottom of what my problem was. And just on the left side was a little bit of wear on the disc, so I've never been diagnosed with TMJD, temporal mandibular joint dysfunction. A lot of people associate TMJ with the dysfunction. And so I was really in a conundrum, didn't know what to do, was recommended to go to see a chiropractor, and I did, and he was a good chiropractor. However, he didn't specialize in neurology. And so I was going and getting adjustments, starting out about 3 times a week and then once a week, and I would have problems with my C7 back here, which is where a lot of people have their problems. Worked on my sacrum and my hips, and really just the entire chain. They did x-rays, there was no significant problems with my back or my spine. no disc problems, no pinched nerves, something that I thought may be a problem. So we were really getting nowhere. Sometimes I'd feel good, sometimes I'd feel bad. The symptoms weren't being cured and we were not getting to the root of the problem. So as I mentioned earlier, I met Dr. Dane, and I feel so fortunate to have met her, and she explained everything. And all I have to say is that it's all dealing with the pathways to the brain, because I feel 100% better. I feel better than I ever had. I'm sleeping like a baby. I'm not even using a mouth guard or a mouth splint in my mouth when I sleep, and I'm getting quality sleep. As a matter of fact, I did the 2-week intensive program with Dr. Dane, which is 3 times a day for an hour and 3 times a week for 2 weeks straight. So it's a total of 18 sessions. And I can't even begin to explain to you what we worked on, but one of the things was an interactive metronome, and it was all brain focus. And I noticed one thing, that my eyes were always tired. We did a lot of work on my eyes, and like Dr. Dane would say, your eyes are the window to your brain. And we found out, luckily, I would have never been cross-eyed, but my left eye is where part of the problem has been, and she identified that. Again, I can't explain, but it's cutting-edge technology that Dr. Dane uses, and it's a conglomerate of a lot of different things. She is a genius. She is very, very brilliant, and she works with a tremendous amount of people, from children to adults, with all kinds of different problems. In closing, I just wanted to say that this has been a tremendous experience. I grew up as an athlete. I gained probably 20 to 25 pounds throughout this journey from about 2008 to 2011. Exercise and fitness was always a part of my lifestyle, but I got to the point to where I just couldn't deal with the pain anymore. And I ate terribly, and I didn't work out, and it didn't feel good, but I just didn't have any desire to do anything. And so you can't put a price tag on your health. And I will say it's an investment. It's not only an investment in your time, it's going to be an investment money-wise, but I've already probably spent over 5 zeros in the amount of money out of pocket with my situation already. So that I know moving forward, I'm going to be able to think with a clear mind, I'm going to be pain-free and live a lifestyle that I've always wanted to live. The last thing is there's a good chance this could have happened from a concussion in high school. It was an undiagnosed concussion. The grinding started after that. It was my senior year in high school. I was hit on the left side. Then I was hit on the right side, helmet to helmet, and basically just knocked out, like just fell to the ground and was out. But of course at that time, you know, it wasn't diagnosed. As a matter of fact, if it wasn't the end of the game, I probably would have gone back in. But I didn't even know how many fingers they were putting up. So concussions are serious. And one of the big things with Dr. Dane is that she trained under Dr. Carrick from the Carrick Institute. And if anybody's familiar with Sidney Crosby of the NHL, he's kind of like the LeBron James of the NBA. I'm not a big NHL guy. He suffered from concussion symptoms for a couple of years and may have never played again. And Dr. Carrick is the one who actually is fixing his problem. Now, he still had concussions, yes. However, the symptoms weren't going away. And so that was very impressive to me. It's a very, very comprehensive assessment that she goes through using all of her vast knowledge. And I would highly, highly recommend Dr. Dane if you want to make your life much, much better.